Welcome to China Horse Business, the one and only podcast focusing on the booming horse market in China, bringing to you by two experts of Chinese equine industry, Zoe King and Jojo Wang from Shanghai and Hong Kong, introducing China to the world.
Good morning, Zoe. What are you up to?
Morning, Jojo. I'm doing great. Just another sunny Monday morning, getting ready for an exciting week. What's new?
From the most updated Longjin's World's Best Racehorse ranking in IFHA, the 4-year-old mare Life is Good under the registration of the China Horse Club with Winstar Farm is rating 124 and ranking number 1 in the world.
CHC is one of the most influential horse owners syndicates, not only in China but also internationally. It is exciting to celebrate their great achievement in racing world.
Life is Good will be running in the upcoming Dubai World Cup on the March 26 this week, competing for $12 million. We wish this mare all the best.
We wish her the best of luck. In the past, Jojo, people may sometimes have doubts on the capacity and ability of Chinese horse owners in buying and investing in racing, but the results speak for themselves.
Recently, New Zealand Karaka 2022 took a significant move towards China. Let's put this in our China news today.
By the end of 2021, the New Zealand Blockstock first-time live stream their ready-to-run sales in China. Coming to 2022, New Zealand Blockstock again promoted their actions in China and run a 6-day live stream from 7 to 12 March for their 19/6 national yearling sales.
The auction livestream in China facilitated with a translator covering all 6 days of sales in Beijing time from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. every day, showing over 1,100 lots of yearlings. On the video interview, the director of sales at NZB, Danny Roston, expressed that he hoped Chinese audience to enjoy the sales. When it is closer to the day, he welcomed the Chinese audience to join the sales in person again.
As I'm a member of China Horse Owners Alliance, I can see the live stream links are forwarded in the WeChat group of members. Last time I checked randomly, the auction had over 1,000 clicks. However, as it is streamed on the WeChat live stream platform, there's no registration and impossible to track down who are the viewers.
Nevertheless, it is still a good move to bring Chinese audience closer to what is happening in New Zealand. And moving on to a China Cup session today, we will introduce to you the Sichuan Tianxiao Equestrian Club. The club was started in 2014 by two horse lovers, Mr. Law and Mr. Zhao, and the club operates with the concept of 2 bays and 4 centers.
To be more specific, the 2 base means the club acts as the base of Sichuan Province Equestrian Team Training Base and Chengdu Youth Equestrian Training Base. And the 4 centers means the club at the same time runs as Sichuan National Competition Center, Sichuan Equestrian Vocational Assessment Center, Sichuan Vocational Equestrian Training Center, and the last one, the Sichuan High-End Business Exchange Center.
The club today owns over 50 imported warmbloods from Europe, including Oldenburg approved stallion. And currently, the club claims they have especially employed German expert trainers and riders Bernd Kant as the club's technical consultant and trainers, assisting the Sichuan equestrian team to shine in competitions.
The club facilitates a 60 times 90 meters outdoor arenas, a 30 times 60 meters covered arenas, and a horse swimming pool. It is awesome to have a swimming pool for horses for relaxation and rehabilitation.
I would say this is one of the best clubs I have seen in Sichuan so far. So guys, if you are coming to Sichuan in the future, remember to put it on your list to visit, and you can always contact us at contact@wonder-horse.com if you would like us to introduce another equestrian club in one specific city in China.
Today in our China story session, we will introduce you to a young and talented rider, Lingyun. He was one of the yearly Future Star winners of BTEA in China, and the Hong Kong Jockey Club picked this boy in 2021 to ride for their youth overseas team. Let's read into his answer to our classic 7 questions.
So our first question is asking him to introduce himself. And this is his reply. My name is Fanny Yun. My family and my coach call me Xiao Yun. I am 13 years old and I'm a member of the Hong Kong Jockey Club overseas youth equestrian team and I'm training in Beijing. And for the second question, when did you get involved with this sport? What did he say, Zoe?
Okay, Xiao Yun mentioned I started riding from 5 years old. At the beginning, my parents wanted me to experience different sports. But then I started falling in love with riding and started competing. And we asked him why is horse so special to him.
Yes, and this was what he said. I also love playing baseball because you can easily communicate with your teammates, but it is different in riding. The horse doesn't understand your language, but you will need to let him know what do you want him to do next. And more importantly, we have to communicate in a way that the horse accepts. During the communications, the horse might make mistakes just like we do. However, you cannot beat him up or shout at your horse, but learn a way to communicate with him that he could accept. I think this is very unique and make horses special to me.
In the fourth question, we asked when was his most memorable horsing moment, and Xiao Yun said, and I quote, "The most unforgettable moment for me was in 2018 when I was 9 years old. My coach enrolled me for the 105 cm open class competition of the 15th Beijing Games. This was the first time I have participated in such a major event. I was initially terrified because many of the competitors were 10 years older than I am. However, my horse was very obedient and the competition was smooth. I came up placing 8th from the opening competition."
Great. And for the fifth questions about his idol, he said he could not name one yet, but he will tell us when he identified one in the future. So we move on to the sixth questions, where he recommends us one thing he used all the time in the stable, which is towel. Xiao Yun said, I would recommend 2 towels. One is for the horse, especially in winter when the horse does not get the shower often. We will need to wipe out the sweat and the dirt after exercise to keep him clean. And the other towel is for your tech equipment, your chaps and your boots. We always make sure our chaps and boots are clean, especially before you get on your horse.
I think this is true. It is always essential to keep yourself clean and smart on the horse. I'm coming to the last question on his future plan for the next 5 years. Xiao Yun said, I will continue participating in different competitions, competing in 120 cm and 135 cm with 0 penalty in the upcoming 2 and 3 years. I aim to compete in 150 cm class in 5 years with 0 penalty and participate in national or international competitions. I hope to continue to represent the Hong Kong overseas youth equestrian team in competitions. And at the same time, I will do my best to get into Stanford University, which has a very good equestrian team.
A young boy with big dream, and I wish him all the best in pursuing his dream.
And we know there are more universities and colleges other than Stanford who provides equestrian activities, even have majors specialized in equine science and management. Xiao Yun is a good example of potential Chinese students who will be interested in applying your school and horse-related majors.
Totally. The millennial Chinese are very passion-driven when it comes to their advanced education and career choice. Equine science and management majors are the new fashions for these young Chinese riders and their parents. So if you work for an overseas university and college, and if you want to expand your student pool in Chinese equine community, please contact us and introduce your program. You can reach us on contact@wonder-horse.com.
Also, don't forget to make some comments on our podcast and recommend it to your friends. We will be much appreciated.
Right, we will finish here today and talk next week.
Bye. This podcast is co-hosted by Zoe King and Jojo Wang, powered by Wonder Horse, a business solution provider focusing on Chinese equine market and a bespoke equine community in China.